Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Overlord 2. So we've just got a little bit more in this final level to look at. We've spent an incredibly, ridiculously long amount of time running through the game a second time. Just to kind of prove that there are no collectibles that I missed. That seems to definitely be the case. There's several locations that you just cannot reach a second time, but then there are other locations where you can go back a second time, and it confuses the situation quite a bit because just about the time you feel like, oh, I've seen everything, there's no way that there's any new hidden thing for me to collect, you'll reach a place and a point where you do find a collectible, which I think this game was rushed out. It feels like that to me, and I think the fact that it was rushed out caused it to feel like it was done by multiple teams, and I heavily suspect it was done by multiple teams, and so in that action you have some levels that are totally designed to have secrets in them, and then you have other levels that totally don't have secrets on them. You have levels that are not really vastly connected to each other or in any way worth going back to a second time. The collectibles as a system really have not worked well. We are getting life force though, so I can't complain. We've been able to do a little bit of grinding in that fashion, but we haven't found any health upgrades. We haven't found anything like that, and that's as far as I can go right there. So we're done. And this is the only place you get to use the red mounts, in the same fashion that there's only one place that you can use the green mounts. The brown mounts, on the other hand, actually do get used in a couple of places, but it's still pretty sparse. So I'm left at this position where I've been a little afraid to move the story forward because it feels like it's going to be the end of the game. Although I suspect that maybe it won't be the end of the game, and what will happen is we'll take over the Empire City, and then I'll be able to run around the Empire City and get some more life, and then we'll find out that we have to fight the Emperor, or perhaps we have to fight a true bad guy who's been hiding the secrets. Or, you know, there's still room for betrayal from the Dark Fae Queen. But right now, all we can do is just move the story forward. Unless there is some system that is happening here where we triggered some new item, like new action, new instance. Right. So we've got to come down here and see what we can do. Honestly, I may not want the weapon that says Unleash Hell, because I think that weapon in the first game actually was not helpful. It caused fire to flame down and burn my own people. Alright. So we still, after spending hours and hours looking for gold, don't have enough gold for the Infernal Armor. I'm not 100% sure on this. The only thing I could do is maybe get the Reaper
Minions will happily sacrifice themselves to the forge.
Yeah. The only thing I could do is get the Reaper, and that would be 50 blues, 10 reds, and 3 Black Lotus. Which kind of means we don't have enough for everything.
Select what you wish cheaply to forge, master. Minions will happily sacrifice themselves to the forge.
Let's take the Reaper. And that's kind of all we can afford. The one thing that could happen in the final boss fight, if it is one-on-one and I don't have any minions fighting for me, the one thing that could happen is that I run low on health and die while swinging my sword or mace or whatever I have. This time I guess it'd be an axe. Again, flashing, potentially seizure-inducing weapons. So 1, 2, 3. That you can see that is a pretty slower attack compared to the sword we had before. And I'm still wearing the helmet that doubles the life essence I collect, and I'll probably just wear it to the rest of the game, even though I made a better helmet that increased the horde size. I thought it was going to double the amount of minions I could have with me, and it really only increased it to by 5. Next I want to come over here and see where we are with this. See, I think we're gonna walk next to the totem, and Gnarl's gonna tell us that there's still a totem somewhere to be collected.
There are still more minion upgrades to collect, sire.
So, yeah, the game says there's more to collect. I've been all over this game twice now, so there must be more game after this point. Graveyard in your face. We have 314. Here's a level 9. Level 9 makes sense to summon. Here's a level 5, level 5, level 5, level 6, level 6, level 5, level 6, level 5, level 5, level 5, level 5. None of these really are worth the money to resurrect. And that's why I was leaving them. And they are getting kind of left regardless. A level 5 red might actually be worth picking up. I get kind of a feeling that the system is actually slightly bugged too, because it feels like it's showing me something different when I go left or right. How many reds do I have, by the way? 400? The D-pad works here, I guess. I could try using the D-pad to speed this up. But a lot of these are level 2s. There's no way that makes sense. I could kind of easily summon all the greens back.
It's me.
Let's see.
I will stab again.
I don't know if there's really a reason to do any of this though.
I will stab again.
Let's see if we can find something that's really high up. Level 6 blues. Yeah, I don't really see the reason for this system. It seems stupid. It seems like it's just a way to waste your life in some kind of late game scenario. I'm looking for the Red's hive. There it is. If there is an arena mode that unlocks and you lose your top 50 favorite browns, I could see at that point. So that one is a level 10. That one's a level 10. That one's a level 10. That one's a level 9. So why do I have level 10 reds, but when I pull out reds, they aren't that strong? How does that work? Am I just getting a random collection of reds? I should be pulling out the top tier of any color. That's like a level 10 should be the first thing that comes out of a portal, whether it's a red, brown, blue, or green at this point. Where are we on money? We have like 6,000 gold, but there's kind of nothing to spend it on. Like, we could do decorations, but I'm not gonna fall for that. So it's time to just move the story forward. Maybe this will just be a longer sequence than just one final big boss fight, or maybe it will just be a really short fight.
If you're ready, sire, we'll take the Tower Heart
The
to
game
the edge of the city. We need to find a way of firing it into the city wall.
The game warned me about taking this level.
Remember, your choice of first mistress will provide mounts for certain minion groups.
Okay.
Mistress Kelda can provide your browns with wolves. Mistress Faye can bring your red salamanders. And Juno, she will make sure your greens are fully mobile. Are you sure you're ready, Master?
So, yes. So it warned me about that, and then it gives me a second warning. And I guess that's why the dungeon heart is not doing anything in our dungeon. Let's assault the Empire City. And my reds will get their salamander mounts. And I'll take some browns. And some blues. And some greens. It's been a real long time since we've seen a cutscene.
Close as Grubby could get to the city's anti-magic shield. You'll need to bring the Tower Heart closer to be able to do any lasting damage. And that's the best kind of damage. With the help of Giblet, the minions have managed to build 3 catapults. There are 3 nearby hills that would make good spots to use them. You'll need to wipe out the Empire forces nearby and bring the Tower Heart onto the hill, so I can send Grubby in with the catapults. I can practically smell the carnage, sire.
So this just feels like a completely different style of game, basically. Alright. So he's a 379 attack value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna hope that's enough of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna hope that that's enough of those. And then I'm gonna take 15 of these. And then I'm going to take a bunch more browns. And let's see.
Browns. Browns. You choose all.
Right. You guys decide who you want to carry that. And forward we go. I guess this is just the same area again, or is this a different area? Like, I guess this is a different area. Tactical plan: take the first hill, breach the city wall with the tower. With the tower heart.
Salamanders await you. May darkness prevail, and may Solarius feel the pain of every single creature he had cleansed, and the fear of all he had sent to the arena. Crush him! Crush him!
Interesting. So 20 means I can probably put back some browns and grab some more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So reds. Grab some mounts. There we go. Seems like with these guys, they were immortal and can burn anything as long as they're rolling. So the only thing we have to really live with is annoying sounds. And just rolling in circles here. Let's see if we can find some better things to do. There's a building we have to go in here.
You choose all.
So, grab as much of everything as possible. There we go. So we don't want to be too quick on this. We can still get some life apparently. And I don't see a reason not to do this. Although the screen gets darker still every time I do that. These guys are dropping weapons and such. Gold is gonna be an issue, yeah, still. So I'm still would like to find some gold.
If you're feeling a little low on mana yourself, sire, you can always recharge from the tower heart. Don't worry, there's plenty to go around.
Interesting. So that solves further issues.
There's the first hill. Deal with the Empire troops, and then get your minions and the tower heart onto it.
Is there any collectible or anything over here? I don't think so. And reds. Oh my goodness. Everybody just died. Because they were standing in the so do I want to take those losses, or should I just let it kill me and then let's just retry? Let's just move forward, but I mean that was a big loss. That was a big time loss. guys are like shielded too, so what, how am I supposed to do this? Well, we'll see how well the shield sucks life out. I mean the weapon sucks life. So these tall shielded minions can't even be defeated with reds. So much for that idea. Meanwhile, my sword is slow, but when it does kill something, it manages. This is just going so badly. So am I breaking their defenses, or am I running into a problem? What are these explosive sounds coming from, by the way? Like, why do I have a counter of life above my head? How did that happen? That is just mana too, not life. So this has like one guy. There we go. Finally was able to break that defense, but that was a mess. All kinds of weapons. Is anybody still alive? Yep. Still people running around. Still people causing trouble. This is far from just an easy attack. And this is not the main gameplay mechanic again. Alright. So what do we need? Let's just pull a bunch of browns out and run all of them over this and try and upgrade as much as possible. So I think you would have been significantly better off with Kelda as an option. Right. So they instituted this idea of using these weapons of war, so I can't really blame them for not for wanting to use them. And that is a short little flame. Alright, that sends... I see what looks like a collectible way over there. And there's a lot of barricades. So let's go for this tower.
That's it! Crush them! Crush them all!
Alright. But it doesn't seem like we can break bridges. Yeah, there's like a spell catalyst in that area. And any life force I get from crushing the people. I think that's enough. One, two, three, four. But definitely better to get rid of these guys this way than to deal with them.
You also take out those guard towers, sire.
Let's see what this building does. There was nothing in that. Let's see if that's far enough. There's a bridge that's down, and so I guess that bridge is probably going to end up being the one that goes up once we clear the guard towers and such.
And continue on to the next hill.
Okay. So that's as good as it gets. By the way, the extra ability to summon mounts, not really playing a role because we don't have any more mounts. Alright, now we have some mounts. 12. Which might prove to be slightly useful. But I'm not sure. Can I start these guys on fire from the background? Doesn't really seem like you can. So looks like this guy is stuck. Like, no amount of health is killing this guy. Interesting, so
you choose all.
How about you guys destroy that stuff then? And you come over here and destroy this building. Is that a Titan? He is. Where'd you come from? Again, either not taking a lot of damage or not taking any damage. These have been about the strongest creatures we've had to face. So the fact that I could take that guy out pretty easily says we're probably as good as we're ever gonna get. Get me more life force. We've got little stragglers fighting all over the place. Meanwhile, we've got
another spell catalyst, sire. Don't forget to visit the magic room and assign it to a spell.
Yeah, and when am I going to have the opportunity to do that? Because we're at the end. And we're going on a long journey here that seems like it's Actually connecting to more than I thought it would. Oh, shoot. I was not expecting this to be the path. I'm at 36 of 40 minions, so we're not doing too bad. But yeah, there's stuff I missed over here. I hear arrows flying. One more time to destroy somebody's building, I suppose. For I can grab some more mana. There. Got some weapons over here. So this bridge is blocked. So we were going the right direction. And we've done everything we needed to do. It feels like there should be some dramatic music going. But that's not happening. That's a little strange. Looks like there's something there, but I guess not. Just a weirdly designed section. There we go. These guys will make it work nicely, so we don't risk blowing up our minions. Well, never mind that. So I have like one red minion left. By the way, where is the demon heart? I think I called them off of it. We left it when I held down the B button to call everybody back. They dropped it. Alright. No blues, no greens. It's just browns and reds. Right.
You choose all.
And we can try again with our one red to burn this guy. Like, will he burn? There.
Oh.
So even when you're trying to play safely, you still kind of screw it up.
You choose all.
Nobody needs that weapon. One little bit of health. We have a fountain that looks like it would have been a building. More reds, I suppose. It doesn't seem like there's anything in the water or to collect. But even if we get more reds, unless we have more salamander things, like I can have these guys try and kill people, but they really won't do it without me helping out quite a bit. And we're right in the middle of a fight. Ooh, there's an old man body model. I don't think we see that very often. I'm not sure I've seen it at all before this point. Oh great, so I'm gonna get tons of gold, which probably does mean that once we take over the city, there will be some more element to this. What's funny is it seems like they do not care at all that I'm just spending mana to kill these civilians. Let's go ahead and just break things. So I've got over... break a statue. I've got the reds over there trying their best to burn everybody out. And it doesn't seem like it's doing anything because they've got shields over their heads too. So what does this do? Nothing. What does this do? Nothing. And once the leader's gone, this was the strategy that they had taught us, but we really hadn't been using it. What is all these jars? They're not breakable. Interesting. They're bombs. But why would I need bombs? Losing some browns over here. And this is moderately fun, but it is pretty repetitive too. That you're just wandering around using your magic. If somebody were to make a game where you played as an evil overlord, you didn't have any minions, and you were constantly just using the same spell over and over again, it would be very fair, in my opinion, depending on how they implemented it, to say that that's a boring gameplay mechanic that's repetitive. There we go. Getting these weapons, getting this gold. Break as much stuff.
Grubby's deployed the second catapult. You know what to do, Great One.
Just grab that last bit of gold. There's not really a way to fast travel either, like back to your location. So there's no going to the tower and spending your money and preparing for a final battle. I imagine the game is going to make some accommodation for that later. And yeah, it took another 30 minutes to not accomplish as much as I would have liked. Where are we on the map? We've done probably about half of the maps so far, and it's taken 40 minutes. And we're working on, I guess, eventually assaulting the Empire City. We're not running into gnomes. Our number of browns is low. Our number of blues is particularly low. Our gold is going up. We would actually need more black lotuses when we actually looked at it. And we may need another spell catalyst. Also, if I do the evil choices for tactical plan, assault the Empire City, and don't do kill 1,000 gnomes, will that get my alignment to pure evil? Maybe you don't have to do all of them. That's an interesting thought too. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.